The 5 dynamics of high-performing teams. Higher performing, always improving, more engaged teams. The world is volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous. Your team's performance needn't be. There are hundreds of ways to develop teams, but in this VUCA world, performance improvements can't be a when it suits the diary one-off training event. It must be consistent, measurable and pragmatic. We have developed the first fully integrated, multi-dimensional, adaptable model, methodology and toolkit to support persistent, incremental improvements in team performance. We call it the 5 dynamics of high-performing teams. High-performing teams merit so much focus because it feels great to be part of one, and they deliver fantastic business results in terms of the bottom line, well-being, employee retention, engagement and productivity. Being part of a high-performing team is also aspirational, engaging and intensely satisfying.
The 5 dynamics of high-performing teams are reason, results, relationships, routines, review. Time spent working as part of a team is increasing massively year on year, with virtual teams also more frequent in the multinational or dispersed workforce. And yet, according to HBR, 75% of teams are dysfunctional and 60% of teams fail to deliver. Getting it right can be hard and requires a unique set of skills on the part of the leader. After decades of working with teams on their development and cohesion, our frustration with the lack of a fully integrated approach to provide a practical toolkit for leaders led us to create a framework we call the 5 dynamics of high-performing teams. It combines tried and tested, proven tools with real-world implementation, simple ongoing measurement and feedback, reporting tools, and ongoing support. It's a revolution in how we manage and measure team performance to be more engaged, stronger, faster, and better, and is infinitely more useful than a one-off development day, which, let's face it, can have a minimal impact long term.
We start with the reason because people are driven by their why. Get really clear about your team's purpose and value to the organisation, as well as individual team members' connections to that reason. This is your team's reason for being and the starting point for everything. It's all about tapping into your team members' motivations for coming to work every day and doing an awesome job. Get really clear on the why, and the motivation follows naturally. Next, we focus on results. Get absolute clarity about what your team is accountable for delivering in a way which is easily memorable and visible for the whole team. Align everyone's objectives and share that with the team. Encourage team working across shared deliverables. We recommend no more than 5 big-ticket deliverables for a team. We call them the 5 big whats. Now, it might seem quite hard to narrow down what your team does into just 5 things, but we have a process which makes it easy. And once you've done this, you'll find that your team is crystal clear about what the team does, what they don't do, and how to measure success. It's also really important to think about what contribution each team member makes to that success. So another tool will help the team get clear on the alignment between each team member's role and the team's 5 big whats. The final 3 dynamics, relationships, routines and review, work together to underpin the reason and the results. Relationships is about building the appropriate levels of trust in your team, ensuring diverse opinions and points of view are embraced, learning to disagree well and overcome conflict as a team. Teams are complex because they're made up of people, and people are complex, diverse and different, everything that makes life interesting. Depending on the type of team you have, the level of trust you need may vary. So it's important to carefully consider what outcome you would like in terms of relationships and invest your time and efforts wisely. Think about aspects like whether the team is remote or based in the same location. Are there different country cultures in the team? How is conflict dealt with, and so on. We have diagnostic tools to help you work out what is the most important priority for your team, so you know where to start, and then tools to help you with improving each aspect of relationships.
Routines are all about the ways of working in the team. How do you get stuff done? Ensure that all your routines drive all the other dynamics and support high performance rather than interfering with it. Know how to make decisions as a team. All teams have routines in place, but often these are left over from how things used to be done, and rarely do they get reviewed to work out whether they are enabling great relationships and equipping the team to deliver results. Think about all of your routines really carefully to ensure they are enabling rather than hindering your team's performance. How do you communicate with each other? Do you drown in emails, or do you use it with purpose? How are meetings managed? Are they boring and of little value, or are they engaging experiences that add massive value? How does the team make decisions? Does this all fall on the shoulders of the leader, or do the team make some decisions too? All of these routines and many more need to be considered to drive high performance. We have an online diagnostic tool which the team leader can send to their team as often as they like to assess the performance against each of the 5 dynamics of high-performing teams. This helps the leader and the team to think about what they should focus on in terms of team development, what's working and what's not. The 5 dynamics of high-performing teams has been successfully adopted in organisations of all scales and industries. As a people-centred approach, it is universally effective. You can access it as an individual leader, as part of a larger deployment where organisations have chosen to roll it out, and we are also able to certify your own internal HR professionals to deliver the programme and then coach leaders within your organisations. Contact us now to find out more.